Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and this is going to be a Raid Shadow Legends video showcasing something that all of you need to know about because sometimes your game may be lagging or not functioning properly, or you just feel like things are not performing right. And I'm going to show you an exact way to figure out if and when this is happening and when you need to restart your game to fix it and have things operating smoothly again. This is a trick that all Raid Shadow Legends players need to know about. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so I'll probably do a post about this on our website, aftershockunited.gg, and I'll link to the post down below if you want the text version of the breakdown of this, because this is a very important thing for all of you to know about. But for the video breakdown, I always felt like there was just times where Raid wouldn't be running smoothly. Like things would like lag when I sell something, and I wanted a concrete way to determine if my game is functioning properly, running optimally, or if I need to restart the game or not. So I was looking for a way to know this for sure and be able to easily monitor it. And what I came up with is, do you see those particles moving over on the top right of the screen? So Raid has those particles in the background that are kind of designed to give it a little bit more life and make the background a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. And what's going to happen is these particles will sometimes have times in the game where they lag or they stop moving and stuff like that. And when that's happening, your game needs to be restarted. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can monitor this, and when I'm playing the game, I like to look at where these particles are to keep an eye on if my game is lagging or not. And the first way that I found out that you can see this occurring or not was actually when I was farming the arena. So if you look up towards the top right where it says get new opponents and refresh a list, you see again those same particles that we showed in the champion index that are moving. And you can see right now they're moving nice and smooth and there is no lag or anything. But when you can get the game to load this screen from scratch, you'll notice those particles, they kind of like stutter step and they glitch and they lag, and that is an indicator of your game needing to be reset and you need to restart. So I'm going to show you when this happens. So I can go in to fight a battle right here to load up the arbiter, and you can see that it takes away those particles on the top right. Now when I exit out, you can see it's still smooth. Those particles aren't lagging, they're moving nice and without issues. So what I need to do is actually go into a whole separate area and get it to reload those particles on the top right. So I already pre-tested and I know that my game needs to be restarted right now, and it's kind of in a state where it's not performing optimally. So after this arena fight, make sure you keep an eye on the top right of the screen. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about, where those particles are not moving smoothly and they are lagging. So let me do this fight and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So we're going to finish this quickly. This is a farming type of arena fight. And then when it loads the winning screen right here, victory, when I hit tap to continue, it's going to show the stats. You see right here. Now, when I hit return to arena, watch up on the top right of the screen and you'll notice those particles have a little bit of a hiccup and a lag right here. See that? Look at that. Yeah, okay. So they were stuck and then they loaded at like a different location and then they started moving again. So let me do it one more time just so you can see. Let's find a super quick battle here. Okay, boom, boom, boom. So make sure and keep an eye. I want to make sure and show you twice. That way you make sure you don't miss it. Maybe you missed it that time. So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit to the end of this. Okay, there we are. So the fight has ended. Tap to continue is going to show us the stats. Now watch, top right of the screen, when I hit return to arena, you'll see the lags and the stutter steps of those particles on the top right of the screen. Lagging, boom, and then they're flowing. It takes about 3 seconds or so for them to start moving smoothly. So that was the first way that I noticed when my game needs to be restarted. And I'll show you after I restart my game, you'll see a massive difference in how smooth those particles are after a fight. So when you start just kind of noticing little things like that, like your game isn't performing correctly, that is a easy way to check. But I also noticed when I was kind of preparing for this video and looking for other ways to reliably test this, there is a way you can see it in index as well. So when you open up any faction, when I close out of the faction, you can see there's a little bit of a hiccup right there on those particles again. So let me do this for you. So the particles are nice and smooth here when I've got the Bannerlords Champions open. Those particles on the top right are flowing. When I click this X and I go back to the main index screen where it shows all of the different factions, watch the little hiccup on those particles right here. See that? There was like that 2-second pause on those particles moving. That's another way that you can see it if you don't want to be fighting in the arena. But what I like to do is when I'm just casually fighting in the arena or when I'm casually browsing through the index, it's just kind of one of those things in the back of my mind. I'm just making sure to pay attention to if my particles are smooth, and if they aren't, it clicks in my head like, okay, I need to restart my game and get things running smooth again. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and restart my Raid Shadow Legends client, and you will see a massive difference when I do an arena fight and you focus up on the top right. It'll be nice and smooth, it'll load quickly, and there won't be any lag. Alrighty, so here we go. I am loading Raid right now. It's about to fire up the loading icon screen, and there you go. You should see it now. Yep, there we go. Okay, so Raid is loading right now, and I'm going to show you from start to finish. I'm not going to edit anything out. We're restarting the client, and I want you to see how much more efficient a fresh instance of the game is going to be functioning when I go right into an arena fight. And, you know, honestly, it's not really that bad. This isn't something to, like, throw a bunch of hate at Plarium over or anything. It happens in games if they've been running for a while. I've noticed that, like, it's like a few hours kind of thing. It's not like you got to do this every 15 minutes to keep your game running smoothly or something. But now watch when I do an arena fight and how different. See those particles, how they used to lag up at the top right? Let's do a quick fight here. So we're going to kill the Arbiter. We're going to win the fight. We're going to click the one button to show the stats and then the one button to go back to the arena. And watch on the top right, those particles are going to load instantly. So continue. And then right here in 3, 2, 1, top right. See that? See how there was no glitch, there was no jump forward, it was nice and smooth. I'll show you again. Let's do another quick fight. I'll show you again. Let's fast forward to the end of the fight. And there we go, end of the fight, continue, and then again, watch those particles up at the top right. 3, 2, 1, boom. See that? Instantly smooth, no loading. Now, I can show you the other method of testing this. Let's go back to the index and compare on a fresh instance. We go into the Bannerlords, exact same thing, and then we're going to click the X and watch the particles. See? No hiccups or anything. The particles are nice and smooth. So that is a way that you can monitor if your game is functioning smoothly or not right now, and if you need to restart or not, because I know it can be very frustrating when you're trying to play a game and there's like these random little instances of things not functioning smooth and little lag spikes and all of that. So definitely keep that in mind while you're playing Raid. So hopefully this little trick helps you on monitoring and playing Raid as smooth as possible. If you know any tricks, definitely let me know down below. I would love to give you credit and cover it here on the channel so that we can all learn together and play Raid as efficiently as possible. All these fun little pro tip type tricks are always interesting to know about when you're trying to play the game and enjoy it the most. So that'll do it for me on this one. As always, remember to subscribe on your way out. If you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content, I will see you soon in the next video. Appreciate you. Peace.